kind of have to apologize. It's been about 3 weeks since I started this video, and all of a sudden picked up and got very busy here in the shop, and had to kick the Durango off the lift. We ended up driving like 2 hours away in this thing, and the clutch pedal issue seemed to be intermittent. So I guess it's a good thing that I didn't pull the trans, because I kind of suspect that we actually have perhaps a hydraulic issue as opposed to mechanical issue in the clutch housing. But I was definitely a little bit worried, because I sure would have ended up in the doghouse if this thing broke down on our trip. But it was just a little bit hard to shift gears at times, and then sometimes it acted just fine. But anyway, I'm gonna try and get to the bottom of it here. The oil in the clutch master cylinder reservoir on this thing, it looks like absolute garbage. So I'm gonna start with just flushing the oil in the clutch hydraulics. We're gonna see where that winds us up. So we've got a 4mm Allen headed screw up in the top of the slave cylinder. Gonna try our luck and see if it backs out, and it just did. So at least we know we didn't take it to Round Town. That wasn't a good joke, was it? So before we get carried away with this, I'm gonna go up top and extract the oil that's in the reservoir up there, and then fill it with new oil. So that way we're pulling fresh oil down to here. Looks like somebody straight up dropped a deuce in my clutch master cylinder reservoir. Looks bad. Got the old slurper, the slurper. Let's suck this thing dry. Kind of looks like it's got like a bunch of like particles and crap in there. I'm gonna get a lint-free cloth and kind of wipe it out some. Got the lint-free rag, or paper towel, or whatever you want to call it. The cleaning device, or absorbing device. Whatever toots your fancy, guys. That's a funky looking seal there, isn't it? What we got going on here? Wah, 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 wah. Oh my. All right, boys and gals, got some of the finest available. It's actually .3. I just used the container. Don't tell anybody, please. All right, I'm gonna leave the cap off and go on down yonder and pull a vacuum on the system, and we'll pull all the old oil that's still within the circuit. So you see that little bitty hole right there where the plug I pulled out was? So that is the bleed hole for this slave cylinder. So what you do is you back off that screw a little bit, and then you go and pull fluid through there. And I made sure that it actually works. I'll back off our thing here. just a little bit. And connect our slurper. Gotta hold it on there just right to form a seal. Huh. We almost emptied it. There's still some down there in the bottom though. Probably about an 1/8 inch from the bottom, so I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and top it off here. I'm glad we nearly depleted the reservoir, because that means that we likely have that means we likely have fresh oil, you know, through the whole line between the reservoir to the master cylinder down to the slave cylinder. So let's put it back together here and go for a test drive, why don't we? Hopefully our thingy there doesn't make this deal overfill. Nope, looks like we're right about on the money there. Cool. Well, the clutch feels pretty good. It's easy pulling into gear. So far so good. I guess we'll drive it and see what happens. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm gonna drive it over the weekend and see how it goes. I am just a little bit concerned with the material that we saw in the clutch master cylinder reservoir, but there too again, I'm not super concerned. We'll see how it goes, but for any of you guys who have an NV3500 in your Dodge Dakota, Dodge Ram, if you have a Durango with an NV3500 in it for some reason, it's worth a shot. You know, if you have a clutch pedal that is not responding properly, before you go and pull the trans, just give this a try first. I'm gonna head on home, start start my weekend. Hope you guys do the same. Thanks for watching.